Hello Aquarius, welcome to my channel. Welcome to this coming week's reading. For this reading I am using the coffee cup, and then I'll be drawing out cards from the Tarot of the Divine deck. All right, Aquarius, let's see what we have for you. Aquarius. If you've been dealing with something legal, the justice system, things are moving along swiftly, nicely. I don't see many blockages there, which is nice. There's something that's very open, and it also leads to some union as well. You've been rejected, or it's not something to do with having dealing with a rejection from the past that's being sorted, settled. You're finding peace. You're finding a lot more peace and harmony within yourself, feeling a lot better. Maybe some of you have been overcoming a cold as well, as what I'm seeing. And despite whatever chaos may have been around you, you remain, committed and undisturbed and very, very focused, which is really good. There is a change in your circumstances for the better. Very, very light, bright energy is what I'm seeing. Very rewarding. Blessings, it's like blessings are all around you always, and you're just trying to sort of keep things as calm as possible so they may come in, so you can keep your arms open to them. You can keep yourself open to them, if that makes sense, so you can just come in nicely, swiftly. Sometimes, if you are, what I'm getting is that at times before, if things were a little bit too chaos, you felt like you may have missed them. They've always been around you. It's just what you do with them. I'm seeing you're looking at the mirror, but this time very important to be very conscious of how you see yourself and what you are projecting. And it is what you put out in the world. You see yourself as someone very attractive, the best at what they do, a really good person, a great person, amazing human being, and what all that you want, is happening. There is a method that's appearing here for you, and maybe this is just for some, or it's specific, but that's what I'm seeing in terms of the mirror. Whatever kind of method you're doing, it's like the consistency is very important, and being persistent in that as well. You are having to delegate responsibility. There's some of you, maybe you have a managerial role, or you're being put in that kind of managerial role, and it's looking really good on you. It's looking really good. There's really good praise. You don't show. It's like sometimes maybe it gets a bit much, but you're trying not to show it, or whatnot. Eventually things will feel more stable. It's like what I'm seeing. There's just one more added thing, and then things feel calmer. One little bump, and then there's you can breathe. That's what I'm seeing here. You get big signs of caution of those times where you may be walking or taking a big step in the wrong direction. It's like immediately the universe cautions you, and so many things may happen. Maybe something gets cancelled or delayed or whatever it is, and they're all opportunities for you to go, oh, okay, that's a big sign. That's a caution from the universe to not take that route. That's what I'm seeing. It's wanting you to stay on the right track, and you are getting a few fulfillments, actually. A few fulfillments coming through. There's something about chocolate as well. If you that's what this is specific, but for example, like let's say all day you've been dreaming about chocolate, and you know that you don't have any chocolate at home, and you don't have time to stop at the shop after work, and you go home, and then you find chocolate. Maybe somebody has bought you chocolate, and you kind of like manifested that in a way. I know that sounds funny, but it's like the small things. Sometimes really it's the small wins that just brighten up your day. And I see that the universe actually loves that, because it will feed you more of that, and things will get bigger, rather than always expecting something huge. Sometimes I get comments, very few, but it's like I'm expecting to be a billionaire. I mean, really, come on. It's not very realistic. I have to be honest. You know, it's like, I mean, maybe, who knows? Maybe there are billionaires that watch this, millionaires, I'm sure, but it's like, you've got to also kind of have a gradual increase to things that you want, not from 0 to a billion. You got to be logical about these things, and the readings are not gonna magically have those things land on your lap, right? I know most of you know this, but there are a couple that, you know, I'm just saying. And it's like, you guys with the small wins, you're doing it the right way, because you're going to have a massive win eventually. You're not expecting, again, from 0 to a crazy amount, and not necessarily just financially, but you know what I'm saying. There is a methods in everything, basically. It's what it's showing. So you must kind of pay attention to that. It's all within reason. You're also cutting a number of things from the past. You're forgetting it. You're no longer wanting to focus or think about that either. And yeah, you're getting support from the right people as well, by the way, is what I'm seeing. Okay, let's see what the cards have for you, Aquarius. Ace of Wands. All right, Ace of Wands. The Empress. Woo. Okay. That, oh, yeah, well, maybe, you know, from this reading, you'll be a billionaire. Who knows? The 10 of coins. No, I'm joking. Okay, the Ace of Wands, the Empress, and the 10 of coins. Aha, this is really, really good. You see that you're celebrating all the good things, the wonderful things that are being created for you. There is something that it's definitely opening with this new beginning, this new start, the blessings that we are seeing, because you've done the work, Aquarius, because you are doing the work accordingly for your path in the right way. That is hugely important, that it's showing up. It's like, you know, for many, it's like, yeah, of course. But for some, yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. But lovely, lovely, you know, fresh ideas, fresh path here. Very creative as well, which you're very good at. Multi-skilled, multi-talented. I'm also seeing something about multi-languages. But yeah, you're taking charge. That's the thing. You're taking charge and responsibility, and you're really creating something very large here for yourself. Sometimes you have no one else but to depend on yourself, and that's also paying off. But I am seeing a good community, good foundation, prosperity, justice. That's the first thing that I saw in terms of something legal starting to come through. Wow, I'm loving this, Aquarius. All right, look at this. Confirmation that things are turning in your direction. Very, very important. Feels very promising for you as well, whatever kind of like news that you are receiving, or paperwork, or I'm getting something about lawyer as well. Anything that you've been sorting through, it's like, okay, you're in a much better place now. You know, you have victory regardless, basically. Regardless, the victory is yours. There is a door opening up for you here. It's like, you know what I'm seeing for many of you? This justice energy, the karmic energy, it's coming through with these blessings that you weren't necessarily expecting, because you're busy trying to get everything else in order and everything done. You're just busy with your life, but also I do see you very receptive, which is really, really important, to consciously always be very receptive, as we were talking about that mirror method. And that's just what I was picking up, by the way. It's not something that I'm nothing to do with my opinion or anything. I'm just picking that up. But here with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like things are starting to really get serious, move you know, in a very kind of forward direction here, and feeding your soul and your mind and everything with only what is good for you. For some of you, definitely moving past anything that felt dark and into great light. I love this. The Queen of Cups, emotionally very, very a fulfilling period that you're going to enter, being appreciated as well. There is something that you are finally being acknowledged for your work, for your patience. You're being acknowledged for, you know, so many qualities that you have here, Aquarius, being acknowledged for that as well. And there has been something that's taken its time that's being presented to you as well. There are honest words, true feelings being spoken here. But yeah, you feel like you've won in more ways than one with this. Beautiful. Aquarius, thank you so very much for being here. Really hope that this was helpful. Beautiful reading for you. Really appreciate you. Do take care, and until next time.